What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Matt. I run a laser engraving and printing and embroidering out of my garage. And my heat went out. It is cold. It has been negative 26 all the way down to negative 27 is the coldest I've seen it so far. But the heat went out. My turbo heater or mini split went out, not heating, through a code, and I just wanted to talk about what happens if the heat goes out and things are going to freeze in your garage. What should you do with all the stuff that I have in here? First, let's talk about the turbo. They threw a code. I've been messaging the company back and forth, and it took about a week, and they sent me a bunch of stuff to do. I had to snap some pictures, email back and forth, talking. They were very helpful, very nice. They came down to they can't fix it, and neither can I. So they sent me a whole new unit to be put in there. I thought was great. It's something to do with the outdoor unit, so they sent that. That has just came, and it is over there in the garage. So I have that to install, which I'm going to do that this weekend. I have a guy coming over to help me with that and get some heat back in here, because currently you can see I have a tower fan. That's all that's heating this right now, and it is cold out here. So I have the wood stove going in the house. Well, that's another story. That furnace went out too. So I have that, the new one in the basement. That's all done, but we're heating with the wood stove. And we have fans running in here, and that's where I just came from downstairs. That's why I'm in a t-shirt. And you come out, you got the house, 70 degrees, 72, back and forth. You come out here, and it's cold. It's like 60, 65. Well, this is set for 65, so, and it's running, so it's less than that right now. If it's gonna freeze out here in your garage, your shop, or wherever you're running, what you wanna do is, you don't have to worry about embroidery machines, you don't have to worry about anything. The main thing, and the Galvo lasers, you don't have to worry about anything of those. Easy peasy. The only thing you gotta worry about, you have a CO2 laser. Now, here's the thing. The Thunderbolt, not a CO2 laser, it's RF tube. It's amazing. Now, the CO2 Thunder, again, amazing, but there is some things that you have to watch for. So for the Thunder, I know a lot of people will do antifreeze in there. That's fine if it's gonna be a light freeze. If you're talking it's gonna get like in the 20s or less, I really highly recommend just drain the liquid. It's not worth it. If you know that it's only gonna be a short period of time, and your heat's gonna, like, let's say if it was me, I didn't have a heat source in the house, like the wood stove, the heat went out in the house, or went out here, and then after that the house one went out. Now if I didn't have the wood stove, I would have drained this. I was ready to. That last weekend when it got so cold up here, I struggled, and I struggled, because I had to wake up every couple hours to make sure the wood stove was going, poke things around, keep everything hot. So I didn't get much sleep. It was hard. Working out here was tough because you want everything to be warm. I noticed like things weren't running right when it gets down to 60 in the garage. Those tower fans, I have two of them. There's one more behind me right here. And they were running all weekend and they never stopped. And I know some people are like, why don't you shut your door to the house? I needed heat everywhere. So my main focus was just to move air around from out in the house and out here. And I was very prepared. I had 5-gallon buckets ready, and I was gonna pull the plug to drain this because I didn't want that to mess up anything, and I didn't want it to freeze. I don't want to do the antifreeze because I've heard of all the stories, and I've talked to people personally that have done that, and it froze because it still turns into a slush and it can crack. It doesn't take much to crack those tubes. So in my personal opinion, drain it. It's not even worth the risk. Just drain it. That distilled water is cheap. Drain it, it's way easier. Now, the next video you see, this won't be here no more. We're doing an update on it, and upgrade. Something a little bigger and a little more power. I like how these are black, so why not match it? I got little upgrades here and there. We are currently swamped. We have these hats going right now. They are leather patches. We sew them on. I have quite a few companies ordering that stuff through me, so it's been really nice. Let's set you guys down. So, and then also we have a ton of shirts going in these two embroidery machines, And then I just did 2 more quotes went out, and they ended up ordering for printing and embroidering and some jackets. So I got a lot of work coming up. Towards the end of February, the workload's gonna lighten up a little bit, and I already put some time aside, and I put 4 days aside to work on that DTG printer to really get that going. I mean, it shouldn't take 4 days. It should only take a couple hours. I just have to put it together. But you can see this whole side of the garage is a mess. There's boxes everywhere. You should see there's a mudroom in between the garage and the house. And if you saw that right now, there's a path this big to walk through. I walk sideways and suck in my gut. There is not much space in there. I have that many jobs. There's 2 jobs that have to be picked up. The other ones are all stuff coming in for me to do. So I'm excited. It's keeping my employee busy. He's liking it. He asked for more hours, so I've been giving him more hours, and it's been great. I can't complain one bit. It's been so nice to have help out here to just keep everything going and machines running between me doing family stuff and always answering emails and phone calls and such. So it's been a lifesaver having him. The things that I want to talk about too is I know a lot of people are scared to go the next step, and don't get me wrong, I was, but it's 100% worth it. You know, take that little risk and do it. It paid off. It was worth it. It was so rewarding, and it's nice. Like, I'm training him in and taking my time with it, so he learns all the little stuff that I've learned, and he's doing very well. Unfortunately, I won't have him during the summer, but I get him again next winter. He says he definitely wants to come back. I think it's because of Sarah's cooking. She brings him lunch and spoils him every single day, and it's all homemade stuff. Like today, it was cupcakes. He loved it. He was in heaven. Yeah, I'm going to pound out these orders, and I'm going to work on next week. He's going to help me, and we're going to put together that video also. So I'm excited for that next video. But hope you guys are doing well. I am. I'm loving it. This is awesome. I can't wait till you guys are at the same stage I'm at, because it's wonderful. There is some headaches, but the headaches are nothing compared to the blessings you get. So glad you got to see me again. Bye.